Today we are going to review different apps that can be used to learn Garhwali or Kumaoni. All of these apps are totally free. There are certain things which are great about them, certain things which are not that helpful. We are going to discuss all of those and we are going to rank these apps from 5 to 1. The fifth number, it is Garhwali Dictionary. Why? Because you would expect an app called Garhwali Dictionary to give you the meaning of whichever word you search for. And I know that when I go out, there are thousands of words which I won't know the meaning of. I'll hear a lot of such words and I can't carry my heavy dictionary everywhere. Hence, I tried to use this app for that purpose. But when I searched meaning of a simple word, bhalu, right, which means good in the app, it didn't give me that meaning. There's a request meaning option as well, but that also didn't help much. So for me, that feature became almost useless. There's a second feature in the app which is conversations. Now in the conversations app, conversations feature, there are different daily conversations which are given. There is Hindi translation, Garhwali is also given. But my problem here is that only 3 chapters are there. So that's not enough for me to learn or continue learning. There is no point in giving 3 chapters and leaving it just like that. Then the third feature here, which is slightly better, which I liked, which I find interesting, is the play option, in which you get to play different quizzes. There are different questions which are asked, multiple choices are given, you can choose the right answer. So it's like a fun, engaging activity that you can involve yourself in. And by learning a language, it has to be like active action has to be taken for it to be non-monotonous, and hence I find this feature quite interesting. But since the rest of the app didn't offer much, for me it's at the 5th position. So on number 4, we have an app called Kumaoni. Now in this app as well, we have like a repository of different words, like Kumaoni food section is there, animal section is there, festivals, all of these things are there. But what I like about this app is the 2 features, which one where there are a lot of quizzes and a lot of puzzles are given. For me, that is fun. I don't speak Kumaoni, I am learning Garhwali, but I would still find that interesting. I was playing that, I was scoring somewhere, I was losing somewhere, so it's fun. It adds certain fun to your process of learning language. It helps to do such games and activities so that it doesn't stay monotonous. Then it also has a lot of conversations, and they are not random conversation. There is a context to those conversations. So for example, if you're meeting someone, what kind of conversation will happen? If you're traveling, what kind of conversation will happen? If you're going out and trying to buy some stuff, shopping, what kind of conversation will happen? So those things are also given here. So that's helpful. But it is still a number 4 app because there is no basic, no foundation which is given, not even basic introduction is given. So for me, that's a little disappointing, because if I don't have that base, how do I even, I can't jump directly into solving puzzles and trying to do quizzes. I can't do that till I have a base. It doesn't help in building that. Hence, number 4, Kumaoni. On number 3, we have an app called Chakhul. Now, what's great about this app? The section called Learn or Seekhe. In that section, they have given different chapters 1 to 8, which are structured. That's what I like about it, because the chapter 1 talks about I wake up every day, I eat food, I go to school, I do this, I do that. Then second chapter is we wake up and we do this, we do that. So there's a structure to the way those chapters are built. And when you move from one chapter to another, you get some clarity. You start observing a pattern and you get some clarity on how sentences are formed. So at least you can start speaking something. That's what I like about it. Second, the search feature in this app is slightly better. It also offers an option to search for words in the dictionary, which is quite good. I did try it. It was quite well. Apart from these 2, rest of the features were not exactly helpful for me to learn Garhwali, because rest of the features is a repository on the Uttarakhand culture, which I can read anywhere else as well. It is a repository. It has a repository of sayings, muhavra, all of that is there. But that was not much helpful for me. It was these chapters which were quite helpful for me to learn. So number 3 is Chakhul. On second position, we have an app called Learn Garhwali and Kumaoni. Now, what I like about this app is that it has both Garhwali and Kumaoni. If you open the home page, they have Garhwali on one section, Kumaoni in other section. It does have basic sentences like मैं आता हूँ, हम आते हैं, आप जाते हो. All of those are there with perfect translation, which can be amazingly helpful for a beginner like me. They have a lot of basic family words as well, कि नाना को क्या बोलते हैं, भुला, भेजी, all of that is there. But what was most useful for me was the jokes that they've given at the end of it, and also the stories that they've given at the end of it. Now, the reason it helped me was when I started to understand those jokes, I felt super confident that, oh, I'm able to understand jokes in the language. Probably I'm capable of having a conversation in this language. And the stories as well are very rich stories. They give a lot of context and they give a lot of cultural context as well. So those are great. They've given songs also. I can't comment on that right now because I have not been able to understand those. It's given, the whole thing is given. There is no translation that is given. So you have to understand it on your own. I have not been able to understand, but I'm sure it will be helpful to me once I have improved on my language. But yeah, so I'll keep this app at the second position because of bringing it closer to conversations and the way the language is generally spoken in daily life for doing it. On number 1, we have an app called Speak Kumaoni. Now, what's great about this app is, number 1, your medium to learn the language can be different. It can be Hindi, it can be English, or it can be some other 5 or 6 other Indian languages options which are given. So you have a choice to choose the medium in which you want to learn the language. Second, this is the only application in which voice is given. So you're not just reading sentences, you're not just reading their Kumaoni translations, you're not just learning Kumaoni by reading it, you will get to listen to it. They have given a voice with every word, with every sentence. That's great. And Garhwali and Kumaoni both are very lyrical. There is a certain tone to it, right? And they have maintained that tone also in the voices, notes of voice option which is given with every word. That's great. The third thing which I liked about this app is the sheer volume of information that is there. There are over 25 plus or 25 conversations which are given in Hindi and Kumaoni, and whichever language you can choose, English Kumaoni, Hindi Kumaoni, whichever option you're choosing, there are over 25 conversations which are there. The word repository also that they have put is also way more than any other app that I used. And another reason why I like this app, the fourth reason why I like this app is, and the most important reason for me, is the grammar, the way they've explained and broken down grammar, and they've given a lot of chapters for you to understand that. And they have put it in the sequence. They've put the basic words first, they've put the grammar second, and then they have put the conversation. So if you go by their sequence, I'm sure you will be able to learn a lot from it. I have not used this app a lot. I have discovered it recently, and plus it's Kumaoni. My lot of focus has been on learning Garhwali. But all of these features are amazing. I'm tempted to learn Kumaoni now because of this app. So it's great. These are the 5 apps which you can use to learn Garhwali or Kumaoni. I hope this was useful for you. I had put a lot of efforts to hunt these from different sources online and then try them out. Apart from apps, if you want to learn how to use books to learn Garhwali, I have a video made on that as well. You can check that out here. And I hope this was helpful. If you want to keep learning more about Garhwal, Uttarakhand, the culture, how I am learning the language, stay connected by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.